Hey guys, come make a phone case with me. If you didn't know, my name is Georgia, I'm 17 and I'm the owner of Slickt Apparel, a small phone case brand. Soon to be apparel, we'll see how that goes. So let's go make myself a lace phone case because I made a new design and I want to show it to you guys. So the first step of every time you make a sublimation case, you turn on your printer, load your paper. This is a special type of paper, it's called sublimation paper. You know what sublimation is? It's pretty much when you use heat to transfuse ink onto a surface. So that can be like even this bag, a phone case, which is what I do, and a bunch of other things. So if you're interested in that, I definitely go check it out. It's really fun. So I've got my phone over here. We can see also how long it takes me. So it's currently 5:20. I'm going to print that one and it'll send it straight to my printer, and then while that prints I'll turn the heat press on. So while the heat press is heating up, I'll show you right now, I have my settings at 195 degrees Celsius for 60 seconds, and normally that gives me the most vibrant print for my phone case. A lot of people don't realise is that these phone cases aren't normal phone cases. Ooh, the camera wants to focus. So these are actually called sublimation phone cases, and this part is made of TPU, meaning it's a special material that sublimation works on, and it doesn't work on all phone cases. But yeah. I don't know why this is taking so long to print, but I will also show you. Another tip is, so you have to press your phone cases, because I'm using 195 degrees obviously, you have to press it onto a surface. So if you don't have a towel, which you can also use a heat mat, which this is from Cricket, but honestly they're so expensive, I recommend just a towel. But so I don't ruin it, I like to put a piece of paper, I just fold it in half, open it up, put the case on here, fold it over and then press it, and then it just saves your life multiple times until you also don't damage your heat press. That is all done. Let's take that. Next up, I'm going to slice this paper. I bought this from Kmart. It's absolutely horrible. Do not recommend. It only works with my sublimation paper because it is so thick. Also, a little workspace tour. So I just have this in my garage. It's a mix of business and personal things. Like I have these two plushies up there, which my vision board, which of course has personal and Slickt related goals, and then my little phone case board. I've got two of them actually, and my trusty Cricut, which I need to start using more. But like, if you guys have any Cricut like crafts I can make, please let me know. And I also of course have my sewing machine. I don't have heat tape. What you can use is blue painter's tape. It works literally the exact same. You just want to align your case up, press it down. I like to use 4 pieces, one on each side, just like that. But you want to 100% make sure that it is centered. I actually might fix this one up because I want it to go on the right a little bit more, and I do have my Slickt logo, so it'll be a little bit stuffed up. But you can sometimes turn it around. Not in this lighting, you can't really see, but it gives you a little bit of a help. And yeah, that looks a lot better. Also, another tip, please get one of these tools for taking off the tape when it's hot. You should wait to cool down, but I'm a very impatient person. And I also didn't mention, but this printer, so this is the Epson EcoTank 1810, and it does indeed require sublimation ink. So if you're wanting to convert, all you do is put sublimation ink in instead of normal ink. Just make sure you've never had normal ink in it, or it'll just ruin the whole printer. Also, if you guys want me to do a more in-depth tips on sublimation, please let me know and I'll make a video. So now that that's all done, it is ready to go into the heat press. So as I said before, you know, just fold it over. I'm going to stand up for this, make it a bit better. If you want to put this on for 60 seconds, click that hard pressure. Don't mind my super dipper, I don't want it to melt. With the Cricut heat presses, you just hear a beep. That's when you know it's ready to take it off. Pop it back onto your little heat tray that it comes with, and then I'm going to leave this for a couple minutes to set, and then I'll use my picky tool again, or tweezers, whatever you've got, to take the tape off and put it on the case. While this is cooling off, I do want to give a little shout out to this camera. It is, let's see, I'll show you in my phone camera. This is it. I put a pink case on from Amazon. This is the Sony ZV-1F. It is made for vlogging. I take photos for my business with it, videos, this video obviously, and I just think it's a really good camera. It is a little bit more pricey, however, compared to like the Canon GC7, I can't remember the name of it, but whatever that popular one is, it's definitely more affordable. It comes with this little attachment. The only downside is it doesn't come with a flash. You can, for a couple $100 more, get the ZV-1 instead. That's also a good option, but this is my little baby now. Time check, it's currently 5:30. It's been about 10 minutes. So that just proves, honestly, like, it is a little bit of time-taking task, which is why small businesses that sell these phone cases do charge, like, a good price. Like, they're not going to be $5 like Shein. No, like $2 like Shein, because Shein uses really unethical processes. Whereas, you know, I'm just a 17-year-old girl in my garage making a phone case. And, yeah, so I just think you should just bought small. That was the... Beware, whenever you do this, it is always very hot. My hands are almost like acclimatized to it because I do this so very often. And the final reveal. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. Oh, okay, I take it back. I must have screwed something up. Oopsies. Okay, so you see this happens as well. You see that little faded mark there? I'm going to chuck it back in and see if that helps. This is me chucking it back in the heat press. It sometimes fixes it, sometimes makes it worse. I don't really mind since it's just a personal case. Oh, sorry, the chair. You know, obviously, you're going to take this into account as well. But I'll come back with the final result soon. Also, another thing you have to know, this may have happened, I think it was because I was eating my Super Duper and also filming. So I was doing this with one hand. And if you don't put exactly the amount of pressure you need on both sides, it'll just look really crappy, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you're using two hands, one hand, but however many hands you're using, just make sure that they're in the center and that the pressure is balanced, because I don't know, that's just how it works. This is also a reminder that you really don't need really expensive stuff to start a business. Like, I literally just started out, I actually started out with an iron from Kmart, but the printer was really the only thing. Like, I think it was probably like $200 plus $70 for ink. And I had an iron, and that was basically it until I finally got my heat press. But when I first started, I was using an iron, and I used to buy printouts from a lady online, and she shipped the design to my house. I'd make them, and they looked horrible. So I'm sorry if you own an OG. It was actually called Sassy As back there instead of Slickt. You're an OG if you remember that. But like, yeah, now here I am. I have a Cricut, which is very expensive. I have a Cricut heat press, you know, a sewing machine, all of that, and I'd really love to upgrade heat presses as well, because I'd love to be able to make more than one phone case, which you can, but it's just very difficult. But I'd love one of the auto presses. I believe it's from Scissor. I can't really remember, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. This is still warm, so I'm still gonna unwrap it. Okay, I think this should be good. I'm gonna unwrap it, and hopefully it looks better, but if not, that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's gonna go, but you know what, it kind of just looks like a bit of sun. I think it'll be alright for me. It's a bummer, but like, it's okay, like, it just happens. I also think it may have been because I did put my heat press on there and then something happened with the camera. I was fixing it and I didn't take it off. So that's alright, we just chuck these out. And that is what it looks like. Obviously, it's like really gorgeous. If you just get, besides that, like with the logo and everything, it's so cute. But it kind of looks like a sun print to me, so I'm just going to keep it because I honestly don't really care. I just want it for myself. I want to replace this one. It's very gorgeous. I love this one, but I need a new one.